And with that, welcome in to MLE Prime Time Saturday. I am Curtis. That is my good buddy Inanimate Jay, who returns to the broadcast booth after a long hiatus. And what you just saw was the Spartans logo reveal. And Jay, good logo, better matchups coming tonight. We start things off in the Academy League.
And we start at the top of the Storm Division here as the first place Hurricanes looking to hold on against the chasing Lightning. And a couple of good matchups as far as the players go. Aerialist accounting for 72% of his team's goals in all of the games played, going up against the Academy League saves leader in Croesus. 63 saves through 30 games so far. Offense against defense, which wins championships and division titles? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, no kidding. The Hurricanes also own the lead in the Storm Division as well. They have the Lightning chasing them, but they're trying to keep that on keep their lead in the Storm Division, as well as keep themselves on one of the top standings in the league as well. So should be a good one in a very competitive Storm Division. We're gonna get this one underway here in very short order. DFH Stadium, the site, and we are just about ready to kick things off. It is going to be the Hurricanes in their green, the Lightning in their blue, and we are underway with game number one in this set of five. An immediate demo off the start as Garlix gets things started for the Lightning. That'll come into the middle for Aerialist. Not able to get that done, and the Hurricanes will work to try to regroup here. But the Lightning, aggressive rotations, keeping the ball in.
Great start from the Lightning, but unfortunately not a lot of pressure able to be maintained. They're going to have to do a little bit more than that. A loss here could really dent their playoff hopes, as they're holding a very tenuous hold on the last wildcard spot with only a couple of games. I think it's 3 between them and the chasing pack. So got to get wins on the board, got to stretch that lead out to try and maintain the playoff position.
Garlick's going to put this into the Hurricanes, and Hershey Bear going to get the clear. Hershey goes by the ball there, and that will be a deference to Croesus. Croesus goes towards the Lightning end, not able to get it into the middle. Garlick's back in control, but the Hurricanes looking to reverse fortune here, keep the momentum into the blue end until they give it up near the midfield line. That is Aerialist towards the green net. That's not going to work, and it'll go into the offensive corner for the Lightning as they work to get it set up. 3:54 to go, and the Hurricanes looking to get the long boomer downfield. They'll do just that. Hershey going to follow this one up, has the angle, but Aerialist will cut it off. Aerialist and Garlick's trying to work basically even it towards the midfield line. That'll be back in the mid, and that's a big problem for the Lightning. A demo is going to set up Croesus for a shot on net, but wanted it back. No doubt. Is that one going to be an easy save coming off the spawn?
A lot of room after the demo at midfield. That ball staying uncontested for at least a couple of seconds. It allowed the Lightning to get the respawn on Garlics, and then the shot rushed by Croesus as she just tried to get to that ball a little too early and then put it to the side. Garlics on that side, able to cover that off. No score here. We get to about the 2-minute mark here in game one.
Yeah, already 40% of the game done in game number one, and no real big chances on either net as well. This will be into the Hurricanes corner. Aerialist forcing the issue. That's going to bounce off the corner. Chance for Garlick's top of the box, trying to control it, but it goes right back to Hershey. Now it's a return fire back the other way. Hershey trying to get it to the empty net and does so. Hurricanes with a 1-0 lead.
That is what you don't want to see right there. A weak touch from Garlics, rushing in to try and take the play and take the shot. Hershey, well positioned, just takes that ball uncontested upfield, and the Hurricanes weather the early storm to 1-0 lead.
2:53 to go, already 2:07 gone in this first game, and we finally have a score on the board. Aerialist in a tough spot, able to win that challenge. Croesus in their own corner. Towards the sidewall. Garlics will wait. Back to the Lightning net. Communication happening, not fast enough, as Hershey's going to take advantage of a misplay on the Lightning side. 2-0 Canes.
2 misplays. Garlics with a loose touch forces both Lightning players to panic, and then I got it, you take it. Nobody's there. Hershey puts it near side post and doubles the lead.
Halftime coming and going fairly quickly. Canes trying to hold on to a 2-0 lead. Croesus is going to fly by with ball in tow. Pass into the middle. Aerialist will meet at the pass. Now the ball get into frame, and the Lightning can try to regroup. Not a lot of pressure coming. Hershey tries to challenge at midfield. That'll bounce off the corner. Hurricanes in a 2v1. That's a pass into the middle. Chance for Croesus towards the empty net, and she's got it. It's a 3-0 lead.
This is getting out of hand really quickly here. It's important to note, too, this is the first time this season Aerialist and Garlics have played together. You can definitely start to see a little bit of that unfamiliarity with each other coming in there, as these communication issues that could have been ironed out if they'd played together earlier in the season would be gone by this point. They're 3-0 lead now for the Canes off of 3 easy plays.
Chance for Hershey to add one more. They'll be just wide of the intended target. Into the Lightning end, just over 2 minutes left in game number 1. Garlix takes possession and control. That's going to bounce off the ceiling, eventually come down right on top of Crosis. She'll clear it to the side. Still a chance for Aerialist, though. That's a tap past 1, not past 2. Good work by Crosis to recover and get it out to the corner. Minute 45 to go in the Lightning end. Aerialist with the challenge. Gets one more touch. Going to go up the sidewall, try to keep it with him. Off the corner, Garlic's there. Great save by Hershey. That's going to set up Crosis on the other side. It's a 1v1. Garlic gets a nice flick towards the net. It's gorgeous from Crosis. It's a 4-0 lead with 90 seconds to go.
This is the type of play that you know the Hurricanes are playing with confidence here, as Crosis sets up the midfield flick. That is clearly some confidence and skill coming out of the Hurricanes' defensive anchor. She comes up big on the offense to stretch that lead to 4.
90 seconds left in a 4-0 game. Lightning trying to get something on the board here. Even if they bounce game 1, they definitely want to get some momentum going towards game 2. That's going to bounce off the back wall. Chance for the Hurricanes to keep it in as well. It's been more or less one-way traffic, Jay, with a minute 15 to go.
A lot of that really comes down to the fact that the Lightning, on their offensive chances, they're kind of getting themselves stuck in a spot where they're double committing to plays. Options where Garlics could have waited back a little bit, see what aerialist play develops into, then pick up a loose ball, just throwing himself at the play instead, and the Hurricanes come out with easy possession as a result. They'll need to correct this moving forward, as aerialist finally getting on the board offensively cuts the lead to 3.
That'll work as well. Hershey trying to get back, ends up trying to challenge this and put it off to the side. Aerialist reading where that challenge is coming from, able to jump that route and get in front of it to stop that clear from happening. Good work and good pressure by the Lightning to at least get 1. Even if they don't win this game, that's a big goal to get.
Yeah, especially it shows that the Hurricanes have a little bit of vulnerability there, and it seems to be in the transition play, as Hershey rushing himself into that challenge got dunked by Aerialist, who read it very, very well. Need to see more of that for the Lightning moving forward.
Crosis gets bumped out of the way. Ball stays put. Lightning still trying to work it in the offensive end. 40 seconds to go. Up the left wall. That's a pinch from Garlix. Good clear from Hershey. Hershey will put it into his own corner. Pass top of the box. It'll be Garlix. Can't quite put it on net. Takes the possession play. Puts it up the sidewall. Wasn't able to follow it up, and it'll be back into the Lightning end. 22 seconds to go in a 4-1 game 1. Aerialist gets it past 1, and oh, that's a big demo to get. Crosis has a chance here to work it long the other way. The long play is towards that net, and the miss on the clearing attempt is going to create a Crosis goal with 7 seconds to go.
I cannot tell how much of this was the fake by Crosis, looking like she's going to go for it again, but Aerialist had enough time and space and boost on the respawn to get to that ball, and that's the kind of goal that's a little bit inexcusable here. Is it's not that difficult to get the defensive clear on that, but you can tell just that little bit of tilt maybe coming in, losing big in game 1 on stream here with playoffs on the line. The Lightning are going to have to recover here in between games, as that'll do it, Curtis. The Hurricanes take game 1 in emphatic fashion, 5-1.
Yeah, they won the shots battle. They won the scoring chances battle. They were able to keep the pretty much rhythm of the play in the Lightning end and have the Lightning chasing their tails for the most part. So the good stuff from the Hurricanes, though. They assert their dominance over the Storm division, over the second place Lightning team. And the Lightning, as you said, they need to recover. They need to do it quickly, as they have about 43 seconds here between games.
The Hurricanes now just creeping up on that overall Academy League top spot, and the important thing with that, I mean, you and I both know, first place overall in the conference, that's the playoff bye. That's the spot you want to be in. So a big win here for the Hurricanes, as they're 2 games back to that number 1 spot.
They can get to that with a 3 or with a 5-0. They don't want to give any of those games back, obviously, but either way, it'll be tight. And see if the Lightning can actually tighten up their defensive stats and get themselves some transition play. They had the 1 goal off the transition effort earlier. See if they can continue that going forward.
Absolutely. It's going to be... I think this game is going to tell us a lot about this Lightning team. If they come back, if they bounce back from this, if they turn this into a series, then we might see ourselves in for a treat. And that's going to be, I think, on Aerialist to really influence this game. That offensive prowess that we were talking about in the pregame, that needs to come through, because being kept off the score sheet in game one outside of one goal, unacceptable if you're going for that playoff spot.
And that's good containment from the Hurricanes to see if they can continue that as we have the ball in the Lightning end. Aerialist needs the challenge. This will bounce off the back ramp. Garlick's going to go for this with the carry. Gets the flick over one. It's a little bit wide of the left post. Both Aerialist and Garlick's going for the same ball. That's something they got to fix here soon. Otherwise, they're going to be running all over each other, and this is going to cost them a goal possibly. Hershey in a tough spot, and that's a nice save coming out from Aerialist to get in front of that one. Off the back wall, intersection straight down. That'll be a horizontal play. Aerialist waiting back at the goal line, looking for the clear, gets it into the corner. Hurricanes still looking to set up, but that pinch play will get it back out to midfield for Aerialist. 45 seconds into game number 2, still scoreless. Already a couple chances, one on each side, as the Hurricanes try to scramble in their own end to get this away, as they end up giving up a couple of boost corners as well.
Yeah, apologies to the stream for the technical difficulties. Had to get the broadcaster back into the lobby after a disconnect there, but no score, still a minute in. A lot more back and forth here. Is the Lightning finally getting that midfield presence I was hoping to see out of them after the first 25-30 seconds of game one? Oh, that's the mistake you don't want to see. Runner for the Hurricanes, and that's exactly what we saw in game one, Curtis. A offensive play by the Lightning turns into 2v0 on the Lightning net.
Yeah, Aerialist jumped into that negative dive when Garlics was actually in the opponent's net. That made things rather difficult because there's nobody back to defend. There's no safety net back there in this 2v2 environment. That's a 1-0 lead for the Hurricanes. 2:40 to go. First goal for the Hurricanes, and if they have anything to say about it, they'll want a few more of those, as we are coming in about 90 seconds in. Back to the Lightning end. That'll be on the goal line. Cast away. Hershey gives up possession there to Garlics. Aerialist gonna miss that one as he goes for it in the corner. Garlics in a tough spot, gets demoed. That's an empty net. Can they turn this? That's off the post. They cannot for the moment, but it's still a chance. Mind game one, not quite the second one. An Aerialist will try to take possession and control, and then gets turned in a donut in the Hurricanes' end, trying to get to the ball.
That was as scrambly a play as it could get here. Lightning again dunked on the shot, and the Hurricanes will walk it to the goal line once more. Doubles the lead. Crosis with 2 so far.
Almost an instant replay of the first goal. And the chance up top of the box, Aerialist. Unfortunately, the Hurricanes able to get in the way of that one, and it just gives them a runner back down the other side.
This is where the Lightning need to dig deep. If this scoreline gets out of hand, I have a funny feeling that the series goes in the same fashion.
Hershey trying to get something done. Garlics misses the ball. Empty net. Scores. Hershey adds one more, and I think the tilt in full effect for the Lightning currently.
I have to agree with you there, as the Lightning had absolutely no midfield presence right off that kickoff. High bounce, Hershey in position out of the corner boost, gets it past both Lightning players with one motion, and it's nothing but net.
Yeah, Aerialist and Garlics got to try to get something done. A little bit of a cheat up from Garlics. Not quite work out in the fashion they were hoping for. I think the possibility of the choice of the Roadhog for Garlics has an effect on what he's able to do.
No, the thing about car choices nowadays is with the standardization of hitboxes, really if you play with a car long enough and understand how its hitbox works with regards to all hitboxes, you should be fine. This one really is just coming down to positioning and decision making for the Lightning, as Aerialist is starting to feel like they're playing a little bit too fast, and Garlic's not quite responding to that well enough to reposition and be an effective safety net in twos. It's a dangerous balance, and it's really tough to get right.
That'll be towards the midfield line. Garlic's going to get challenged at the midfield by Hershey. That'll set up Crosis. Empty net shot, and she puts it in. Right side. It's a 4-0 lead.
Garlic's off this touch, just has to dive into the challenge, and Ariel is trying to come back. Not enough knowledge, I think, that Crosis is challenging that from behind. Waits for the ball, gets dunked off the hood. And this game, again, out of hand, out of reach, I think, for the Lightning, unless there's a quick goal here.
105 seconds to go in game number 2. That'll be a chance on a double, but off the back from Hershey. That'll be off the sidewall as well. Punching that across, wall-to-wall, side-to-side. Lightning have a chance here. Garlics with the flick towards the net. That's off the back. Garlics trying to finish it towards the goal line. And a nice save from Hershey to get that one away. Aerialist backing up. deciding to play some defense and pays the ultimate price. He will wait 3 seconds to play again, and the Hurricanes control. Into the corner. Aerialist trying to get it past one. Does that, also gets a demo out of it, looking for a pass into the middle, looking for a secondary touch. That's not going to go. Hershey gets bumped, but recovers nicely. Chance to turn this, gonna do so. Near side scores, and the Hurricanes are running away.
Again, heavy double commit by the Lightning. You see both of them coming out of that corner, chasing that ball down as the desperation creeping in through all aspects of their play, and Hershey and the Hurricanes with nothing but open nets. Game in, game out here, Curtis. They are emphatically putting their stamp on the series.
Minute to go in game number 2 in a 5-0 contest. Seen a few that might have nominations for MLE Play of the Week as well. Twitter, hashtag MLEPOTW. Send it to the MLE Esports GG Twitter. Winning play each week will receive a case of Balls Guarana completely free to them, sent to their home. Thanks to our friends over at Balls for that promotion. As we have 35 seconds left, this will be off the sidewall. Chance for the Lightning to get it cleared away. Aerialist will do so, putting it into the offensive corner. Garlics, Plinko off the side, not going to work, and Hershey able to cut that one off, and the Lightning are on their back heels again in their own end, chasing down the ball. 17 seconds to go. Back to midfield we go. Cross past one. Chance for another added on, and it will happen. 6-0 lead for the Hurricanes with 11 seconds left.
Coming into this series, Kroos is needing 4 goals to reach 100 in her career. Instead, putting up the goals as the Lightning just not getting any shots on there. 4 goals this game now for Kroos. Another milestone, actually, looking at that. Hershey 1 goal away from 100 right now, with 3 in game 1, 2 in this game here.
Could have it here soon. The top of their left wing side. Hershey trying to get it there, and it looks like it will not happen in game number 2, or it might. This will be a pass into the middle. Not going to happen. Hurricanes win it 6-0 in game 2, 1 away from a series win as they try to bury the Lightning in that second spot in the Storm Conference.
And this is real bad news if you're a Lightning fan here, because that lead on the trailing teams in that wild card race, though the Wolves are licking their chops right now as they see the Lightning start to get reeled in here, and the Express lurking just outside as well. Every win for the Hurricanes here, putting the Lightning in striking distance, and with a lot of results still to play this weekend, Curtis, there's a lot of permutations for the playoff race coming out of these next 3 games.
Yeah, and we don't have much time in the regular season before the playoffs start, as this being match 8 for these guys here in this particular matchup. As we get going towards game number 3, a quick start required for the Lightning, but it starts with them being able to put the ball in the net, which unfortunately they have not been able to do up to this point.
They've been just struggling to manage shots on goal. Only 3 put up in this game, and that's the type of thing that just doesn't win you games when you turn everything else defensively into goals against, and that's exactly what the Lightning have done here. They have a couple of opportunities. They don't generate a lot of shots, but they don't also generate any match or midfield presence. So they get themselves stuck in these situations where the Hurricanes run back the ball behind both Lightning players after a ball goes wide off a shot and both players are committed upfield.
5 minutes on the clock. Game number 3 on the horizon. We are underway once more, as Ariel still put that kickoff into the Hurricanes end. Lightning need a quick start, as mentioned. They need to get something towards that green net that's been eluding them to this point. Hurricanes try to dive at that. It'll be a chance for Garlics. The flick play goes off the back. Trying to find the angle. Aerialist is there. Rebound cleanup crew is good. 1-0 lead, 18 seconds in.
That's the type of play you need for the Lightning here. A demo at midfield to open up the space, and then a great flick to pull the second defender out of space. Garlics with the assist, Aerialist getting the finish, and the Lightning with the early 1-0 lead.
Just 18 seconds in, Lightning with their first lead of the series. We'll see if they can capitalize and maybe get some momentum going in their direction. Series not completely out of reach just yet. Luckily, the Hurricanes cannot go back and borrow goals from previous games to cover the spread in this one. Chance on the clear attempt from Kroos. Hershey will give this a follow. Up in the air, Aerialist with the clear. Garlics in the same spot. That's going to make it tough on defense, but puts it back into the corner. Lightning trying to regroup, and they're going to have a hard time doing so if they continue to have it like that. Aerialist gets dunked in his own end. This will be a chance. Up off the back is Hershey. Kroos comes in. Far side shot and above the crossbar. It will go aside. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Lightning as they work the counter.
big scramble in the Lightning end there. They were somehow just able to reposition well enough. Croesus with the open shot wants that one back. That should have been a goal with how scrambly, how burnt out on boost the Lightning were at the end of that sequence. And the Lightning with a big let off, keep the lead, goes away there as Hershey picks up the goal, his 100th of his career.
Nice work from Hershey, congrats, and also congrats to Croesus on her milestone from earlier, but this is a direct product, Jay, of just pressure in the Lightning end that they eventually just had to concede.
That's exactly it, Curtis. The Lightning just, again, not doing well enough to get that ball upfield and in the Hurricanes' end for long stretches of time, and the Hurricanes have been very, very good about converting those quick chances into goals.
Lightning going to try to get one back here. That's going to pinch off the sidewall. Aerialist in a spot possibly could go for it. Decides against it. Now will challenge. Gets to keep it in the Hurricanes' end. That's going to be a back pass to the top of the box, and nothing the Garlics can do with that. And the Lightning will try to recover defensively. Hurricanes have the counter. Keeping it up in the air is going to be Croesus trying to get a car on ball. And it goes by the wayside here. Aerialist will try the same thing. Gets into the air, tries to get a nose on it. That bounce is going to put it in front. But Croesus is responsible enough to get it up and away from that green goal line. Still a 1-1 game, closest game so far in this series. That'll be a chance in front. Top of the box, empty net. Croesus wide of the intended target. Can't make the Lightning pay for their transgressions, and it remains an even game.
Reverse shooting is difficult. Just ask our friend Reverse Fridge.
Although for him, forward shooting is difficult as well. So
also true.
That's going to bounce off the intersection and straight down towards the goal line. Into the corner. Aerialist off the corner wall, tries for the bounce. That's a real nice bounce. Pass into the middle, and Garlics will take that one away. Towards the sidewall. Off that sidewall, pass into the middle, but no one there. It looks like keeping it herself is going to be Croesus. Hershey gets demoed back there. There's a flick towards the net. Crossbar and down. Respawning, coming in is Hershey, and he'll miss the ball. Unfortunately, we remain even with 2 minutes left. Lightning still scrambling around, chasing their tails a bit.
They're struggling, I think, to maintain their defensive boost here. As you see, again, a boost steal by Croesus, and Aerialist trying to win this ball out with 50. He does so, but now has to wait for this ball to come down after getting the midfield boost. This leaves possession in the control of the Hurricanes here, and the Lightning have to respond. They don't. Croesus from midfield puts the Hurricanes back in the lead.
Everybody on the green side of the field in the stands, all the eggs over there asking for a refund for their tickets currently. This is a one-way traffic as we see it. The definition, Hurricanes have a 2-1 lead. Lightning have done well to contain that pressure for the most part, but have not been able to stop it. And that is a problem for the Lightning. They may get one back here, and they will. Aerialist makes the game even at 2 with 1:35 to go.
Hershey not getting the clear off the backboard there. You see him not have the read as it rolls away from the back off that slow roll up the baseboard there. Those ones are tough to play because you have to come at them more from a horizontal, a perpendicular angle to the flight of the ball. As you get along that straight up line coming up the backboard, it makes it so difficult to time your jump. And unfortunately, the Hurricanes give up the goal off of that.
That's going to be a pinch off the sidewall for the Hurricanes. Keeping that there is Croesus. 3 touches equals a bounce into the Hurricanes' corner. Looking for a pinch play into the middle. That's really nicely done, but Hershey reads it really well. Aerialist will keep it in, though. Now trying to get on top of the ball. Takes a shot far side. Croesus equal to it, but it looks like it was a little wide anyway. Croesus gets demoed. That puts Hershey in a tough spot, but plays it well. And the Lightning starting to reverse fortune here. Aerialist with the pinpoint shot. Far side and in. Lightning regain the lead.
I wasn't a big fan of the first touch by Garlics, especially after the demo. Left an easy clear for Hershey, who made a meal of it himself. Puts it back out for Aerialist on the rotation. Finds the back post with a great shot to take the lead here. Lightning up late with just under a minute to go.
That was a very nice shot from the Lightning as they take it again with under a minute to go. Still only 2-1 in the series. Trying to fall on top of that one. Not going to work. Aerialist in front of it. Garlics now in a 1v1 scenario. Hurricanes recovering the ball, taking the catch, and the release is going to be Croesus. That's going to plinko towards the net, and the clear from Aerialist is good enough to get it back to midfield for the moment. With 52 seconds to go, Lightning trying to put this one on ice, and they do so. Garlics gives them a 2-goal lead with 29 seconds left.
textbook infield passing play, 2v1. You see the defender bite towards the player with the ball, flicks it right across. By the time Croesus realizes the pass is there, it's too late, and Garlic pinpoints it right in the far post again. That is what you want to see if you're a fan of the Lightning here.
That's good stuff from the Lightning. Question then becomes, is it too little too late? Already down 2 games in this series with 20 seconds to go, I should say. The Hurricanes may end up conceding this game, still with a 2-1 advantage in said series. Ariel will still give chase in his own end. Hurricanes trying to get this one back to a goal right in front. That's off the crossbar. Still a chance in front, wide of the target. And the Hurricanes are going to have to settle for a 4-2 score line as they will give a game back to the Lightning. It's a 2-1 series lead, and the Lightning very much in this series now.
Couple of chances there for the Hurricanes that should have been converted. 8 shots. They only get 2 goals out of that. Not a lot of saves either. Other than the Lightning is only 2 posted by Aerialist in that game. But you talk about low shot totals. Lightning with 5 in that series, putting 4 in the net. They haven't been generating a lot of shots, but this game, the difference really was the quality of finishing. Aerialist, Garlic spread themselves out on the field. They waited a little bit more when the first offensive chance didn't result in a goal. They came in, they kept the pressure on, they converted those into goals when they had the chance, and that's exactly what you need to see when you're chasing the series like this, especially after 2 big losses.
So we go into game number 4. This becomes a big one for the Lightning. They want every possible win that they can possibly get. And they come into game 4 with the realization that their playoff lives may very well be on the line in this series if they don't get it corrected. They look much better, though, in that particular contest, as the Hurricanes just did not have an answer to what the Lightning were doing to them.
Exactly. The big thing I think that the Hurricanes struggle to adjust to with that last game was how different the Lightning played when they weren't forcing themselves into the play when they didn't have to. When there weren't easy goals to be had, the Hurricanes and Lightning are actually on even ground here. So if the Lightning can keep that spacing, if they can keep that tempo, the Hurricanes are going to need to find an answer. They're going to have to generate offense for themselves here.
See what they can do. Ariels to start on the corner for the Lightning. Lightning trying to come back in this series. Hershey on the other corner will take the ball towards the sidewall, grab the boost, and put it into the middle. Decides not to go for the other touch. Croesus towards the net. She's a little bit wide with the shot, and the Lightning have possession and control. Infield, into the middle, towards the empty green net, and Garlic has the first strike for the Bolts. It's 15 seconds in.
This is a perfect transitional infield pass again. Hershey again biting on the first play of the ball. It's a great touch from Aerialist. Normally the goal scorer for the Lightning here, playing playmaker, as that's the second time he set up Garlics for a lead-taking goal. It's 1-0 Bolts.
Good work from Garlics and company, trying to make something happen in a series they need. This will bounce left wing side. Chance for Garlics, has the near angle, and it looks like Aerialist can turn back towards this, puts it up the ramp. Gets it past Hershey. Croesus up off the back wall. Really nice clear for her as she's going to go across midfield. Lightning have possession as the Hurricanes will fly by the ball Top Gun style. That's going to be hard off the back. Chance for the Lightning. Top of the box. Bounce shot coming in from... That was Aerialist. Not much happening with that, as that flick will put it into the Hurricanes' end once more as we played about a full minute. Shot near side, and it's in for the Lightning, and not a lot of aggressive clearing attempt from the Hurricanes there. Gave the Lightning an opportunity.
Lightning just getting the most out of their chances here, as again Hershey stuck in rotation, goes right back to net, but leaves that near side shooting angle completely available for Garlics after that flick. All the time in the world to set it up. Lightning full value for this lead.
Chance off the back wall. Hurricanes trying to get one back. Garlic says no. Clear attempt will get it back to the wall. Up the sidewall. Right wing side, trying to finish this. Pass into the middle, looking for Croesus. Croesus got there, and a save coming back. Real nice work from Aerialist. Now Aerialist on the counterplay. The other side, near side, scores. And the Lightning with a 3-0 lead, their biggest lead in the series.
The Hurricanes trying that same infield pass, but Aerialist not a fool for this one. Knows the shot's coming far post, dives across the net, through the boost, one touch to set it up, fakes the aerial, and it's a 3-0 lead now. No one saw this after games 1 and 2. The Lightning storming back as they'll take a fourth right off that kickoff.
Oh man, and the Hurricanes have now gone full tilt, it looks like. That is unfortunate for the Hurricanes. That kickoff, Garlic's a little bit quicker in the Roadhog to it. Gets full body on it towards that green net. nothing the Hurricanes can do defensively to get to it.
No, it's really just on Croesus to make it to that kickoff much more quickly. That is an unfortunate goal to give up. 3-0, you can probably come back. It's only been a minute 20 seconds, Curtis, but Garlics from downtown makes it 5-0.
And Garlics has gone full bore on this as well. His 4th goal of the contest gets them a 5-0 lead, and they have 2 goals within about 5 seconds of play. Crazy numbers from the Lightning as they start to turn it up offensively, and they've gone full sprint away from the Hurricanes at this point, who have a chance to have a while to catch up.
We're not talking about trying to win this game. We're trying to talk about saving face for the Hurricanes here.
That's absolutely right. They're going to likely go into a game 5 in a series that they did not anticipate going to a game 5 in. If you look at the first 2, chance far side, the Hurricanes looking for something to go right. That's not going to go. Aerialist has possession and control. Looks for the pass over to Garlics. Garlics tries to turn into it, but that pass a little bit indirect, and the Hurricanes will try to take control. Chance. Croesus slows it down. Looking for the play. Far side and in. She's got it. 5-1 lead. The Hurricanes get on the board.
You can see Aerialist saw the options there for Croesus, tried to cut one of them off, and unfortunately that turn towards the ball took away the line to try and defend the net as Croesus gets the flick. I'm almost looking for the infield pass. Didn't matter. It was on net. It was behind the defender. And that's the type of goal you need for the Hurricanes here. Cut the lead down. Lots of time left. Still anything to happen.
4-goal deficit. C-squared in chat says something to the effect of, hey, if this goes 2-2, can we just end it on a cliffhanger and move on to the next series? What? 5-2 as the Hurricanes. Croesus adds 1 more and makes the deficit 3.
Big demo by Hershey in the backfield there. It opens the play up completely for Croesus. This might be a tale of 2 halves of the game, Curtis. If the Hurricanes continue to pop off in response here, this might be the type of game that goes 7-7, 6-6 in overtime.
I'm down for that. After the start of this game, it looked like there was no chance of it happening, but a 3-goal deficit, definitely something that they can work with if they can continue this scoring output. That'll be a pass into the middle, and it's gorgeous. What a play from the Lightning. The 1-2-1 is great, and it's a 6-2 lead.
Loose ball from Hershey. Aerialist sees Garlics there, tees it up. Croesus tries her best to read that shot, but that is an absolute boomer to the center of the net. Welcome back to the offensive lines, Aerialist. You were missed in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was real nice from Aerialist and Garlics as they were able to set that up beautifully. Lightning trying to add 1 more here. That'll be top of the box, nothing doing. And Aerialist will defer to Garlics. Now Aerialist with the drop towards the net. Hurricanes in a tough spot. That's going to bounce off the crossbar and away. And it'll be a chance for Croesus to take possession out towards the sidewall. 2:04 to go. Pass in the middle. That's a play, and it's going to find its way home. That was a grass burner if I've ever seen one. 6-3.
I'm pretty sure that there isn't going to be turf growing on DFH Stadium after that one. That was something else as the Hurricanes, they're not out of this yet. 6-3, 2 minutes to go. I'm not even going to bother predicting what's going to happen next, Curtis.
No reason to at this point. Just watch the show. Right wing side, Lightning trying to get something done. Hershey's going to try to have to reverse into this. Half flip will get Hershey out to the sidewall, but not able to keep it. Lightning will regroup in their own end, which means the Hurricanes will have some possession. See if they can get it into the middle, but a good challenge by Aerialist in the corner. We'll get it back out to the midfield line. Garlics with the catch. Hasn't had the release yet. Good takeaway on the challenge coming across from Croesus. Misses the ball in the corner. Hershey misses it as well. Croesus will try to keep it into the blue end. Garlic's responsible for the clear. Still in that corner wall, up and above 2, and that is going to be an empty net goal, a runner. 7-3. Garlic's adds 1 more.
Thought for a second there that first touch into the corner had Garlic's completely at the Hurricanes' mercy, but somehow both Hurricanes players missed the opportunity to punish him for his mistakes, and he goes, "Boop, I'll take this upfield." 7-3. That might be the dagger here with only a minute 16 to go.
And it's unfortunate, too, because the Hurricanes made the correct play there, not giving him any space in the corner. It just didn't work out because they didn't hit the ball.
Exactly.
That'll be Aerialist far side. Hurricanes might have a runner back the other way, though. Chance for Croesus. Croesus pinch into the middle. Aerialist should be able to turn into that. Garlics off the corner, Aerialist in the middle, looking for it, got it! Great 1-2-1 again. This one started from their own end. It's a 5-goal deficit once more.
Perfect example of an upfield clear. You recognize that the defense is scrambling. You see your teammate leading the pass for you, puts it up to Garlics, expecting to get it back on the next pass, and that's exactly what Aerialist does. Doesn't drift to the side, just goes to the net, knows where that next touch is going, and finishes off a glorious play.
You mentioned that both Garlics and Aerialist had yet to play together, and they took a few games to get going, but once they got going, man, look out. They've been very, very solid as far as communication and execution of their plays. Still 39 seconds left in game number 4, and we look to be all but decidedly headed to a decisive game 5 in this series. This will be off the ramp, up towards the ceiling. Going up to the ceiling is going to be Garlics. Aerialist by himself forces Hershey into losing that. It's in the middle for Croesus. Croesus misses, and there should be a runner back the other way. The turn and fire, and it's going to hit the post and go wide. Just in the middle, Lightning still on the attack, but Croesus comes up with the save once more. 5-goal deficit, and the Hurricanes are probably fine to let this one go. Croesus is going to try and add one far side off the post, and that will see us to the end of Game 4. The Lightning take the win, and we are 2 even in the series.
Well, I'm just trying to go through my notes here to figure out what this means for everything here. The Hurricanes still with the division lead and currently tied and ahead of the Hive on tiebreaker with the head-to-head for the first overall seed, but the Hive yet to play this week, and that's not good if you're a Hurricanes fan there, because they have a lot of game. That's 5 games that they could pull ahead if you end this one with a 2-3 and tied with them. But what a difference from the Lightning. 16 shots. I think they doubled their shot total almost from all 3 previous games combined with that one.
They at least for sure beat their first 2 games.
Oh, absolutely. But so many of those were also the highlight reel plays. They were actually working together as a team. Nothing about that was free for them from the Hurricanes. They earned those scoring chances. And conversely, the Hurricanes haven't really earned one all series long. And that should worry you if you're a Canes fan.
That's a fair point. Lightning finally able to get on track here. We'll see if they can continue that and continue to shock the Hurricanes. Pun absolutely intended. 5 minutes on the clock, and we are ready to go for the decisive Game 5 in this first series on a prime time Saturday night. This will be right wing side. Garlic's far side. That was close. Not going to happen. Aerialist with the return to sender. That's going to go wide as well, as we have it towards the midfield line. Chance for the Hurricanes to keep things going on in the offensive end now, as the Lightning will have to regroup. That is going to be towards the midfield line. Lightning get challenged at the midfield. It's a chance for Croesus. Croesus going to try it. Aerialist gets across the goal mouth to take that one aside, and the pinch play will put the Lightning still in their back heels. The Garlics and Aerialist, real nice communication, real nice, making sure they're not double committing. Loving what they are doing strategy-wise right now, and just from a defensive commitment standpoint, they're all over it. Until there, Hershey adds 1 to the total for the Hurricanes. They have the lead.
Well, both Lightning players going for the same boost in the same corner leaves nothing but an opening for Hershey Bear to insert that ball. He does so. I was actually worried, Curtis. That one looked like it might sky off the bar from that close, but Hershey doing well to keep it in, and that's the lead the Canes need. They haven't really seen a lot of that success in 2 games.
Lightning trying to come back on this. Taken by Garlics. Tries to get up and around Croesus. That ricochets off the corner. Up is Aerialist trying to find it. That's going to be far side. Tough save. That's in the middle. Garlics towards the empty net. Can't find it either. Hurricanes are going to get the clear they needed, and the Lightning may go amiss with that. They may regret that later if it stays close.
That is the type of play that you have to score if you want to be a division leader, but that clear is one you need as well, as Aerialist picks up the loose ball off Hershey.
And I can guarantee you that Hershey wants that one back. That needs to go into the corner, and Hershey wants to put it there. Instead, it goes right in front of the goal line. Just a mishit off the hitbox, and it's a 1-1 game. 3:35 to go in game number 5. Hurricanes have possession. Challenged at midfield. Aerialist will turn and go for this. Hershey gets it past him. Garlics by himself. That's going to be tough. Croesus, top of the box. Not going to work. That'll drop off the intersection, hit the ramp, go forward, and the Lightning will get the clear they needed and have an offensive chance themselves. As Garlic's top of the box, trying the individual play, and it's good. The pinch is gorgeous. It's a 3:10 to go and a 2-1 lead.
Great pressure here by Aerialist. Picks up the ball in the corner, gets Hershey turned inside out, and keeps that hitbox in the way to prevent any clear from Croesus. Little lucky to get that on net because of how difficult that dunk is, but that's the type of pressure you need to try and win yourself this series.
Got a lot of really, really good Rocket League left for you tonight on this edition of MLE Prime Time Saturday. The Dodgers and the Bulls coming to you after this one in the Champions League. Something to get you going for the second matchup of this night. That'll be in front chance for the Lightning. That's not going to go. And that will be a chance for the Hurricanes to maybe get this back even. Pass into the middle. Aerialist goes long with this. Hershey with a chance to clear. That's a great dunk. Lightning trying to add one more. Eventually cleared away. Croesus takes that one aside. Still a one-goal game as we've hit halftime coming across. Hurricanes trying to tie this one up, and Hershey hits the back wall with this, nothing doing. Now it's a 1v2 the other side, and the Hurricanes will challenge it away. 2:17 to go. Back over the midfield line. Lightning trying to set something up. Hershey goes across with this, gives up possession at the midfield line. Croesus by herself in front of that green net. That'll go off the corner wall. Chance for the Lightning, and Hershey will let that one go by with 2 minutes to go. It's a 2-1 lead it remains for the Lightning.
Big difference in the last couple of games compared to the start is Garlic's patience. Garlic's has been waiting back a little bit longer on a lot of these plays and not giving the ball away as much as in the first couple of games. And it's a big reason why the Lightning are now up 3-1 as Aerialist gets the free one off the backboard.
And that is gorgeous in the sense of the Lightning are able to put it, and then talking about Aerialist, puts it in a spot where Hershey's uncomfortable playing it. Only way he's going to get to that at that time frame is to be able to go up the back wall. Not able to get there in time, has to try to fly at it instead. And with 100 seconds to go roughly, that's a big goal to get for the Lightning.
Big goal. More importantly, too, is just that fadeaway by Garlic's, looking like he was going to take the initial ball.
Oh.
Baited on the challenge there. Croesus is going to make it interesting.
Indeed. 90 seconds to go. Croesus coast to coast with the most. Nice flick. Garlic's, like you said, got baited pretty fairly on that 3-2 lead.
That's a great flick again by Croesus. We've seen a few out of her this series.
So let's go. Reset here. 3-2 lead for the Lightning. See if the Hurricanes can come back and tie this one up. Only one goal to get, 90 seconds to do it. That's plenty of time. Lightning taking advantage of the opportunities they've gotten so far for the most part. That pinch play will send it back to midfield. Hurricanes have the time and space. Not for very long, though, as Garlic will take it away. How about this goes off the sidewall? Once more off the side. Hershey with a chance. They're giving him all sorts of space. He doesn't have any boost, but they don't know that. And Hershey gets the goal. 3 even with 1:02 to go.
Need to see what happened here again. Aerialist is waiting, has to dodge the demo, gets bumped, and Garlic's is just taking a little bit too much speed into that play, trusting that Aerialist has it a little bit sooner. It goes right by that play. That's unfortunate here. Man, this one's got everything, Curtis.
A little bit. That's right in front for Aerialist. Once more, they add on to the total, and we go back and forth again.
Big 50 on the kickoff as Aerialist gets it, and then another big one as Croesus goes flying by that one. Aerialist just taking the ball down through both challenges.
58 seconds to go. Still a 4-3 contest. Hurricanes find themselves again down a goal. Garlic's wins that. Hershey, last man back. Chance for the Lightning to put themselves up 2 once more. That's a chance for Aerialist, but well read by Hershey. Leaves Croesus kind of on an island here. Hershey back in a good spot with 39 to go. Needs a clear and get one. Hershey going to try to follow this one up, but well read. Now pinch between ceiling and wall, trying to follow it. Lightning with an opportunity here. Hershey with the clear top of the box for Garlic's. Nothing doing as of yet. Pass right there for Croesus. Croesus gets dunked. That's a problem. Towards the goal line, and a nice save there. Thought they lost it. Still 15 to go. Pass into the middle. Hershey with the save. Croesus got to get something into the blue end with 9 seconds left. Up into the air, plenty of boost. Realizes that she has space. Chance for the pinch. Into the front. Hershey, not going to happen. And that is going to do it. A reverse sweep for the Lightning is going to give them a 3-2 series lead at the time they need it the most. What a comeback from the first 2 games that did not go their way.
Definitely did not go their way. And again, the amount of offense that the Lightning finally generated for themselves here, 15 more shots in game 5 for their series total there, as Aerialist picking up 4 goals. And that's got a sting for their Hurricanes, especially with Crosis putting up 8 saves that series to add to her league leading total. That is the type of play that should win you games.
2 2/3 savior medals.
I know. The balance of play is simply like this, though. If you can't fashion enough offense for yourself, then you're probably not going to win series. And that's exactly what happened for the Hurricanes here. They were given free play by the Lightning in 2 games, and when the Lightning finally adjusted to make that change to clamp down on the open chances, the Hurricanes had no answer.
Real good work from the Lightning, though, to come back as they put themselves in a prime position to improve on their playoff standing. The Hurricanes, however, exact opposite. They find themselves in a real rough spot going into the rest of play this weekend, as the Hive have a chance to really put some distance between themselves and the Hurricanes. We'll see if that can happen at the top of the standings in the Academy League. We have Champ League up next. It's the Dodgers in the Bulls coming up on the other side. But we mentioned the play of the week. There are plenty of nominees from that particular matchup that could end up getting it to be the winner after nominations. If just a reminder, you can use the hashtag MLEPOTW and send a tweet with a clip of the play that you want to see to the ML Esports GG Twitter, and the winning play will be selected, and the winner will receive a case of Balls Guarana completely free to them. Thanks to our friends over at Balls for their help in making that a reality. That said, from the previous week, your nominees and your winner of the play of the week.